Y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subby, I love you so much. A lot has been going on. And I'm gonna tell you guys when I get to my hotel. But it is the 15th of July today, 2026. And I literally am moving out of my apartment. The apartment that I've been staying in for the last year. From here I'm going into a hotel. I'm going to spend a night in a hotel, and then tomorrow I'll be going to a friend's place. I will explain why when I get to the hotel. I'm trying to be quick so that I am able to, I'm just small everything is out. Empty apartment. We will talk when I am settled in the hotel. So yeah, I need to get out of here as quick as I can. So I'm gonna check you guys when I get to the hotel room. Love you, bye. Going through it. I've officially moved out. There was a hotel that I initially wanted to come stay at because it's not too far from where I work, which just so happens to be the hotel that I slept in my first night in, not necessarily my first night in Beijing, but my first night out of quarantine before I found my apartment. But they don't have a room available for tonight, so the ladies at reception helped me find a hotel that's also within the vicinity, just a little further down the road. And as long as it's within the vicinity and it's not too far from work, then it works out just fine. You guys probably can't see me because it's nighttime, it's late, I haven't had anything to eat. It's like, what time is it? Bed to 9. It's 9:30. I'm usually going to bed at 10:30. I haven't had anything. No, I had a pear. That's literally all I've had today. I need to shower. I'm tired and Sana who's in nerves. But yeah, lovely driver, just by the way, because our trip had ended where I had got to, but he's helping me find a place for the night. Well, he's taking me to the place that they told me about, and if there's no room there, I'm probably gonna scream, and I hope he doesn't leave me because I don't want to have to request another people. Anyway, so I'm gonna check you guys when I am settled into a hotel room. Maybe I'm gonna try, and when I find a hotel for the night, I'm gonna take a quick shower and try to go get something to eat, and then once I've done all of that, then I'll check in with you guys, because baby, I'm gonna check you guys. Quick room tour, guys. Please don't mind the mess, because hey, I entered, I dropped my bags, and we quickly went out so I can go get something to eat. When you walk in, this is technically like the bathroom. There's like storage space. I'm literally about to jump into the shower. Don't mind those clothes. My 2 suitcases. There's a mirror right there. And then when you come this side, in here is the toilet. And then this side is a shower. Oh no, zoom out. This is the shower. And then there's the bedroom, the bed. I got Burger King. It was the only thing that was open. So y'all, I really want to do like a proper sit down video, but I don't even know when I'll be able to do that, because tomorrow I'll be at I'm going to a friend's place, friend/colleague. But in other news, I won't post this until I've done a proper sit down video. So as you're seeing this, you're seeing it, and it's definitely like weeks later. But I have made the very scary and bold decision to leave China. So today is the 15th of July, and under normal circumstances, my contract ends end of the month on the 31st of July. My school wants me to renew. They've asked me to renew. But guys, a lot has just been going on at work, and we got a new principal recently, and she's the one that wants me to stay. And I really like her. She's a sweetheart. She's amazing. But the painful reality, which is the sit down that I really want to do, so you guys can kind of get like a proper backstory of how I ended up getting to this point, though it's a buildup of multiple things, not just the one thing of work. But anyway, like I said, we got a new principal recently, and my contract ends in July, end of the month, and she wants me to come back. Like, she wants me to come back. And the thing is, I really like her, and had she been the principal that came late last year when we had a change of management, I probably would have stayed. But we had a change of management sometime late last year, and the principal that came in did a lot, and I'm not gonna actually low-key left me. I've got trauma. I've got a lot, not even a lot of bits. I've got a lot of trauma from the experience that I had with her, and I was just overworked. Like, it was like one thing after the other. She didn't really like me because I was black. The entire time I was there, she had been trying to replace me with a person that is not of color. And because I'm a child of God, baby, and you don't do that. Things just didn't work out in her favor. But had it been up to her, from the time that she got there, she had been trying to replace me. And we will get into the depth of that when I do the sit down. But yeah, so man, bekukubi emsebenzini, like, it was really bad. And I, in fact, initially wanted to resign in April. So shortly after I came back from Morocco, I had been planning on putting in my resignation at the end of that month. And then, why didn't I put my resignation in at that time? Oh, there were just some conversations that I was having with my mom, and it just made sense to just hold on for a bit. And then, yeah, so I ended up not resigning end of April. Okay, I was gonna put my resignation in end of April to stop working end of May. But obviously, like I said, I had the conversations with my mom, and I put it off for the month. I was then gonna put the resignation in May for me to finish working end of June. And obviously now when June came, I was just like, okay, but my contract ends end of July. So at this point, since I'm just like a month away, well, 2 months at the time, 2 months away, I might as well just kind of like see it through. In fact, actually, I was planning on leaving end of June, but because I've got kids that are graduating, that is actually the reason why I insisted on just finishing the contract, because I wanted to attend the graduation ceremony of my babies. I didn't want to just like leave abruptly, but I would have left end of June. So anyway, end of May, we got a new principal. Beginning of June, we got a new principal. And like I said, she's been great. But even though she's been there and she's been amazing, I still had the thing to say that I was going to leave at the end of June. And then, okay, so I was going to leave at the end of June because they had said that the kids were not graduating as per the previous principal. And then this principal came and was like, no, the kids should have a graduation. They're going to grade 1. Like, why would you do that to the kids? So they were like, okay, no, that's going to happen in July. So then that's how I ended up saying, okay, I'm going to stay until July. And then they were uncertain on the date. Even now, I still don't know when the date is. But because I was like, okay, if the graduation is in July, my contract ends at the end of the July. So I might as well just finish it, because if it's going to be first week of July, I'm already in the month of July, just finish it. If it's the last week of July, then it'll just be like my last hurrah before I leave the school, right? So yeah, man, I'm just tired, guys. Like I'm really just so tired. Like I was saying, like with the previous principal that had been there, guys, akukho mgomo ondingawugowushisanga like yo ndigowishile. Like she put me through a lot. In fact, I want you guys to understand that when she started working, I think a month into her being at the job, 8 of my colleagues resigned. 8 of them literally resigned. They were just like, what? What is this, honey? Literally 8 of them. And then I think you guys would have seen there was one of my colleagues, her name is Deanne. We had gone out for dinner just before I went to Morocco. Even her, she initially left because she had to go get a procedure done, like surgery. But prior to even that for her was kind of just like, okay, yeah, actually, since I need to go get this thing done, I'll just not come back afterwards. But prior to that, my nose is getting blocked. Prior to that, she was also planning on resigning. In fact, her and I were planning on resigning around about the same time. But she ended up leaving earlier because she had to go get the surgery done. So with doing the surgery, it was gonna take like 2-3 weeks of recovery. So she was just like, I might as well just zip sit. And that's exactly what she did, baby. Yeah, so I think you guys know that I've kind of had my complaints of like working at a kindergarten in China is literally bottom of the barrel. The work environment, okay, not even the work environment, because you do sometimes find like good work environments, because I'm not gonna lie, when I first got the job, the work environment was really good. In fact, even now the work environment is, I wouldn't say good, but good in the sense of like I get along with my colleagues. And when I first got the job, it was the same thing. We worked so well together. Everybody was like cordial. We were very much friendly, like the vibes. Even now, because some of them are still here. Obviously, not everybody left, but of the people that I am still working with, we all get along. Like I call, no drama per se. So outside, I mean, it can get toxic at a kindergarten. Low key, okay, the work environment is low key toxic, but I get along with my colleagues, let me say that. But there's been a bit of ease with this new principal compared to the previous one. But anyway, when I first started the job, very much conducive work environment. The only issue that I had were the working hours, because I'm literally at work from 7:30 to 5:30 every day. And that's not even counting the commute, because like, though I stayed down the road, sorry, I'm just tired of holding my phone, man. Though I stayed down, okay, well, not down the road, it was like 9 kilometers away. I need to be at work at 7:30, meaning I need to be up by like 6, out of the house by 6:30. I get to work at 7:30. I was teaching 7 classes a day, and working with kids that age, between the ages of 3 to 6, 3 to 6, yeah, 3 to 6. It's energy, guys. Like, it's energy, and it's like 20, 30, no, okay, not 30, I'm lying, 15 to 20 kids per class. Some classes actually have more than 20, so under 30 but more than 20. And it's like energy. You need to have energy for every lesson. Like, you need to maintain that energy. And realistically, I mean, I was doing it, but at some point you also kind of get tired. My thing is, if you guys are expecting me to have energy for all these classes, as I said, I'm at work from 7:30 to 5:30. Realistically, from 7:30 to 5:30, guys, intombi pancha kaloku. Like, what do you mean? So yeah, I'm teaching 7 classes a day. I'm at work from 7:30 to 5:30. I leave my house at 6:30. Okay, I'm up from 6. I leave the house. I knock off at 5:30. I get home around 6:30 to 7. By the time I get home, I'm exhausted. The only thing I have time for is to probably have my dinner and maybe just chill for a little bit to kind of like unwind. And then I need to go to bed in order for me to be able to wake up on time, not to be late. And let me tell you, me waking up at 6 to leave the house at 6:30, realistically, that's me rushing. That's me rushing, but I don't have the capacity to be waking up at 5:30 because I'm so tired. So I'm definitely gonna wake up at 6, like Nyaiva. So like it just hasn't been easy, and I've been doing this for 1 year, 6 months. Do you get what I'm saying? And again, like kindergartens, you don't get the summer, you don't get the winter, like you're at work all year round. The times that you guys were able to see me traveling was because I took unpaid leave. First of all, you don't even get paid leave. Number one. Oh, after working for them for 1 year, then you get 5 days paid leave. Guys, number one, I'm a foreigner. I want to go home to go see my family. What is your 5 days going to do for me? And if I exceed the 5 days, then it's unpaid. Therefore, meaning if I decide to leave for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, by the end of the month, I'm only gonna get a salary for 2 weeks of working, or even 1 week if I decide to go for one full month. You get what I'm saying? So it was just, oh guys, like tired. I'm so tired. Like I don't even have the mental capacity to think. I remember when I was telling my mom that I wanted to leave, her question was, okay, what's the plan? And I literally said to her, babe, I don't have a plan. Because at this point, even trying to think of a plan feels like life is leaving my body. Like that's how tired I am. Like I don't have the capacity to think. I'm literally just surviving. I wake up every day, I go do what I need to do. When I get back home, and the phone in nicks, guys, like I literally just want to go to bed. Like, and that's not a life that I want to live realistically. And again, being in China as a black person, trying to find a job is like, it's also in its own just another stress, because obviously the white person is the one that's probably gonna get. Perfect example, my school is opening a new international class, meaning they need a new foreign teacher. They've been doing interviews, and they've been doing these interviews for almost a month now. And of all the interviews that they've been doing, quite a few people have come. I have not seen one black person come do a demo class or come for an interview. That should tell you everything that you need to know. So I'm tired of those things, man. Like I no longer want to subject myself to that. Like this, I just kind of feel like there's just more to life. There's more to life. Mental health, there's more to life. And on top of all the issues that I've kind of had, I've obviously as well, I've prayed about it, and I know that the Lord is calling me out of this place. And if I'm being 110% honest, he's been calling me out of this place for a while. This is technically now the sit down. Because I've been doing for 14 minutes. I'm not going to do another sit down and like bore you guys. Because one thing about me, I've got bundles to speak. But yeah, like the Lord has been calling me out of this place for a while now. But literally, as I leave here, I'm going to go to my mom for a short while just to kind of like rest and kind of gather my thoughts. And once, like for like a month or two, just not do anything. And then thereafter kind of just figure out what next. Because Sana, with the way that things are going right now, like I said, I don't know. But that's where we're at right now. I'll probably come and talk to you guys again a little bit later, and I can kind of just give you guys the gist of like what my previous principal was doing. But I feel like I kind of go enough with you kind of, you get the picture. But yeah, literally, these are my last few days in China. Which is again why now then I'm going to go stay with a friend, because it doesn't make sense to get a new apartment when I'm leaving in 2 weeks. So I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit scared. I'm nervous because, well, the unknown. But guys, I'm loved at home. I'm loved at home. I don't need to be subjecting myself to this. I actually remember, I think it was just before I traveled to Morocco, and for a while after I got back, guys, when I tell you ukuba ndiphantse ndaphambana, like I almost went crazy, God forbid. But like it had gotten to a point where like I would cry every morning going to work. I remember this one day I was telling a friend of mine the other day, actually, not even the other day, but I was telling a friend of mine, how it had gotten to a point where like, first of all, I stopped going to the gym because I was so tired. I was being overworked. I was so tired. I stopped going to the gym, but like I like to be active, so instead of going to the gym, I would then just take a walk, like, you know, like a lengthy walk. And I remember this one day, it happened a couple of times, but I'm just explaining the first time that it happened because it caught me by surprise. This one day I was taking a walk and I'm listening to music, and you know, the vibes kind of just naive. I get fine, guys, in the middle of a pavement. I tell you, no warning, no sign. I started bawling, like crying out of nowhere. Did not see it coming. Like I said, no warning. The tears. And my thing is, it wasn't like, when I say crying, I don't mean, I mean that cry type of, hey, yo, sana. I cried. Like I cried to the point where I could not breathe. In the middle of the pavement, in front of Pam Kwabantu, like in front of people. I found a place to kind of sit, and I was just crying. And I remember, obviously, like I'm now sitting and I'm like, you know, this feel I'm hiding myself and I'm bawling, guys. Like I couldn't stop. And I don't know who it was, but I'm telling you, one thing about God, he really will meet you at your point of need. I was crying, guys, and someone, because I don't know if it was a lady, if it was a woman, if it was a man, if it was a little boy, I don't know, literally just came. First of all, I want to tell you guys, people up in China, ububele ubuntu does not exist. In China, you could literally fall off something and they will pass you like so, as if they don't see you. So again, they could literally see somebody crying, and when I tell you they mind their business to a fault, because somebody could literally die right there and they would just be doing, you get. So I'm crying and somebody just comes and gives me tissue. Did not see them because again, I was here. I take the tissue, I say thank you. I didn't look up. I took the tissue and I like, you know, I wiped myself. When I looked up, please understand, this is happening in like a space of maybe 5 seconds. When I look up to see who it was so I could say thank you again, there was nobody there. And when I say nobody there, not that there were no people around. I mean, there was nobody there within my vicinity to have, like, you just gave me the tissue and you're like within range. You get what I'm saying? Anybody that was around me was who gave me the tissue? I'll wait. Who gave me the tissue, baby? I'll wait. If you know, you know. So I was just like, who gave me the tissue? Because there's nobody here. But anyway, I know that was God. But yeah. So that happened, man. And it happened a couple of times. Guys, I'm telling you, it was at that moment where I really just sat with myself and I said, Sana, I saw this one. It's not healthy. Le, I call healthy. That is when I genuinely just made up my mind. I said, yeah, I got to get out of here, man. So, yeah. I've been talking. I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, guys, let me sleep. Because if I continue, this video is going to be very, very long. And one thing about me, I've got bundles. I can speak Spongile. Thank you. But yeah, I'm just gonna get into bed right now. This vlog, is it a vlog? It's a vlog, yeah. It's not gonna be a long one. I think between now and when I leave, yay! But I've been talking for 20 minutes. I don't know. We'll see though. But yeah, I might. So bona wait, we'll see. Apo kubonana corner. Apo si bonana corner. Yeah. Anyway, good night, guys. I love you so much. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Bye. Good morning, y'all. Yeah, I slept well. In fact, I slept really good that I told them that I'm going to be late for work because I slept late. Well, never mind the sleeping late because it was like 11 when I went to bed, but good morning, y'all. Today's Friday. No, today's Thursday. But yeah, I woke up like 20 minutes ago, maybe 15, but I was supposed to be at work at 7:30. It's going to 8 now. I sent them a message letting them know that I'm going to be late today because, y'all, technically, I didn't really sleep in, but I kind of slept in because I would have been at work right now, but I'm just now waking up. So I was tired, and with everything that I went through yesterday, waking up this morning to go to work literally would have been my 13th reason why. I want to try and be at work by 10. So right now I'm literally just gonna brush my teeth, get ready for work. I'm gonna ask them to keep my bags, and then I'll come and fetch them after work, and then we'll head to Gina's house. Yeah, so I'm gonna get ready for work right now, and then I'm gonna head to work. It's walking distance. Where I'm staying is walking distance, like 1 kilometer away. I'll maybe get a coffee on the way there, but yeah. I tell you, I'm breathing through. No, I'm not breathing through the wind. I'm actually okay. I'm just tired. But anyway, yeah. I'm gonna try my best not to make this vlog too long because I had a very lengthy conversation with y'all last night. So that'll probably be like the majority of this one vlog, and then I'll continue to. And you know what? You know what the sad thing is? I'm literally working up until I leave. So I don't really have like a, oh, spend the last couple of days with me in China vibe, because I'll be working every day until I leave. So there's only so much I can do. I've got 2 more weekends here. This weekend, next weekend. Quantity name. So yeah. I'm gonna trick you guys. Good morning, y'all. It is a Saturday. It's the 18th of July. When I tell you the days are just flying, the days are flying. But anyway, I am at Gina's place now. I got here not yesterday, on Thursday after work. But turns out I'm actually gonna have to leave. So Gina lives with her mom, and recently, I said it was gonna be just the 3 of us girls. The dad is between Beijing and Hubei. Is it Hubei or Henan? I think Hubei. So he comes here once in a while because of work. So it literally would have been just the three of us as the girlies in the house. But Gina's mom has been having like issues with her hip, and so the dad decided to come back next week. And I can't be here. Not in a bad way, but it's like the apartment that they live in doesn't necessarily leave room for all of us to be there together. So he will be coming on Monday. So tomorrow I'm gonna end up just staying at a hotel, guys, for the rest of my days here. I'm gonna find a hotel that's close to work, and yeah, that's about it. I actually would have gone back to the hotel that I was staying that I slept at the night that I moved out, but for 2 weeks it's gonna be a little too pricey. There are some hotels that I saw closer by to school that are a bit more affordable and still clean, because listen, yeah. So right now, like I said, it's Saturday. I've got schoolwork to do, I've got my own work to do, and so I'm just going to like Starbucks so I can sit down and do get some work done. The reason I'm not working from my place is because the network is a little bit bad. The mom left, she went to the market. Gina also left because she has to go do, she's helping a friend out that's kind of doing like an installation of some sort. And so yeah, I was by myself, so I was just like, let me go get a coffee, sit down and just do my work. So that's what I'm about to do. I'll probably check you guys when I'm at Starbucks. If not, then maybe a little bit later. But I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, guys. It's so hot. I don't even know what the weather is, but it's really hot. But yeah, let me get a ride. Let me stand in the shade. There's no need for me to be standing in this. See, I'm already sweating. I literally walked out of the house not too long ago. But yeah, I'm gonna request a ride now and then make my way to Starbucks. I'm gonna check you guys later. Love you. Bye. Hey y'all. So I managed to get a bit of work done. One of the schoolwork that I need to do is a group assignment. I was hoping that my members would have sent their portion in of the work so I could kind of consolidate the stuff, but they haven't. And I mean, I get it, it's 11:55 here, so that's like 5:55 back home. They're still sleeping, but they were supposed to have sent it to me last night so I could work on it this morning, but some of them did, some of them didn't, and so it's okay. But since I'm done doing my personal stuff, I just want to, then I'm going to go get my lashes. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go and get my lashes done in the meantime, and then get the gel from my toes removed. I don't think I'm gonna do my toes because the one toe broke, and it broke in a very, very ugly way. So if I were to do my toes, it would necessitate that I get like a tip added, and I don't know if I'm ready to make that commitment, but I might. I'll see how I feel after I get my lashes done. So I'm gonna check you guys when I get to where I get my lashes done. I actually also have a package that I need to pick up that was dropped off where I used to stay. So 2 birds, 1 stone. So yep, that's where we're going right now. I'm going to go get onto the subway, and then yeah, I'm gonna check you guys later. Love you, bye. I am at the place where I get my lashes done. I'm waiting my turn. The lady that usually does my lashes is busy with a client right now, so we are waiting. I think I told you guys that I'm also planning on getting the gel on my toes removed. So yeah, I got myself. Here's the vibe. It's really hot today. It's hot every day, but it's really hot. Anyway, I'm being looked at like a weird person, so I'm gonna put you guys away for now. And I will check you guys probably when I'm done because I'm by myself. I don't really have anyone to. So, yeah. Depending on what time I finish, I might decide to go to the dentist as well today. I was supposed to go last weekend, but because of how much packing I had to do, I didn't have the time. If I don't make it in time today, because next weekend is my last weekend, I don't know. I'm gonna text the lady at the dentist office to see if perhaps I could go in after work, depending on what time they finish. But I need to go get a filling. And I'd much rather do it here before I leave because I know back home is going to be super expensive to get it done. So yeah, that's what's on the agenda for today. Today was actually supposed to just be a relaxed day. I don't know how I'm now doing so many things, but we'll see. So depending on what time I finish, like I said, will depend on if I make it to the dentist or not. So I'm gonna check you guys later. Bye. Lashes are done. It's 5:30 now. There's no time for me to go to the dentist. So we'll find time to hopefully do it during the week. If we don't do it during the week, then it'll have to be something that I do next week Saturday. But yeah, I am leaving now. Guys, it's hot. I might pass by the mall on my way back to Gina's place. I need to go pick up my package before I forget, actually. It's hot. Very hot. Shall I lift? I'm gonna check you guys later. Good morning. Good morning. It is a Sunday morning. I literally just ordered myself a cup of coffee. I'm doing some work and then I'm gonna read my Bible. The time now is, it should be 8:57. It's actually still quite early. I'm by myself right now at Gina's place. Gina and the mom woke up to go to the hospital. I think I mentioned to you guys yesterday about how she's been having some issues with her leg, and so I think they're just gonna go get that checked out, and the dad is coming tomorrow, so I will be leaving today. Yeah, I'll be leaving today. So I quickly just want to get this stuff done, and then I'm probably gonna jump into the shower, wait for them to get back, and then I need to go to church also later. So we'll kind of just see how the day goes. So yeah, there are a couple of places that I've seen online. Guys, can I tell you, hotels right now are so expensive because it is the summertime and a lot of people are traveling. So the prices are like almost double, if not triple, what they normally would be on a regular day. And unfortunate that China doesn't have like Airbnb, but they do have like Airbnb-ish apartments. So that's what Gina and I were looking at on an app called Meituan. So we're trying to find a place that's not too far from work so that it's not going to be like too much of a hassle for me to get to work, either within walking distance or maybe like 1 or 2 subway stations away, so that again it's not hard for me to get to work, because it doesn't make sense. If push comes to shove though, I have another option, but we'll see. Guys, I want to tell you, let me not talk too much. I feel like I talk too much already. Let me do what I need to do, and then I'm gonna check you guys later. Look at how pretty are the lashes. The lady did such a good job. I mean, she always does a good job, always go to her, but I feel like this time, if I get a bit of volume, they're not usually this full. Chinese people don't necessarily do like voluminous lashes. So she ate, man. She did her thing. I also did my toes. The lady was able to finesse around the way that my toenail broke. I don't think I want to show you guys right now, but I'll maybe insert a picture here to show you. I did like a powder pink. They look so cute. But yeah, I'm gonna check you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Love you, bye. You officially left Gina's place. I managed to get a hotel very close to school, which is amazing. The time now is 9 o'clock. Guys, Gina is so sweet. So as I've left her place, listen, I said I want to go get something to eat. I'm going to go get something to eat right now quickly, because yeah, she's so sweet. As I've left her place, she paid for one night for me to stay here. That's so kind of her, because there she really didn't have to. But yeah, I'm gonna be here for 2 nights. So initially when I came here, I said I was coming for 1 night because I've made alternative plans. But I was like, okay, no, let me just stay 1 extra night. So I'll leave here Tuesday after work instead of tomorrow after work. So when I got to the reception asking, do I pay now or do I pay when I check out? He's like, no, the 1 day's already been paid for. I said, what you mean? He's like, no, the lady that you came with paid. I'm just like, girl, okay, just add 1 more night then. So I paid for the 1 more night, and yeah, I'm gonna go get something to eat. Guys, when I tell you I'm close to work, I mean literally around the corner. As in, I can leave. You know, I need to be at work by 7:30. When I tell you I'm around the corner, I can leave here at 7:25. That's how close I am. 7:25. We'll probably leave at 7:20, so I'm not rushing. But I literally mean behind work. So yeah, very convenient for me. Love that for myself. So yeah, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm gonna get back, I'm gonna shower, and then I'm gonna jump into bed, and then we're gonna call it a night. So I'm gonna check you guys later. Probably not gonna vlog again for the rest of the week. By the time you guys see me again, it'll definitely be the weekend, because I'm literally just gonna be going to and from work. There's nothing that I really can do during the week. So yeah, I'm gonna check you guys later. Love you, bye. Give you guys a little room tour. You enter. Chinese people, okay? There's vanity. In front is the bathroom, toilets. It's a very clean, trust me, for Chinese people. Good clean. And then there's the bedroom. It's a very cute little spot. See the vibes? You see the vibes? Yeah, so I just got back. I'm gonna jump into the shower, and then we are going to get into bed and sleep, because into kusasa. So yeah,